But first, I guess we should talk about like the actual news from a preseason game. Injuries. Dominick Puni on special teams gets rolled up on PCL injury. They think could miss week 1. Not a season ender, not an ACL, but PCL, it's got a CL. I don't like the way it sounds. What do you think about this news?
Well, immediately it just strains on the biggest issue that we have on offense, which is not just the starting caliber of our offensive line, Grant, but the depth. Right now, week one of preseason, we saw the depth get exposed as far as swing tackle is concerned, with struggles from Austin Pleasance and Spencer Burford. And now this week, we see stresses on the guards situation now. Dominick Puni got a demotion with the promotion of Connor Colby, but it seems as though that he's going to get right back into the mix with being the next man up at right guard and also being a backup center while we're still waiting on Ben Barch to get going. So right now, offensive line, they're kind of bleeding from all angles, and it doesn't look good. But one thing that we can take away from this, like you already mentioned, that this is not a season ender. Dominick Puni was still back on the sidelines. He was walking under his own power. He did not have any braces on or anything like that. He passed the knee test. So, thank God we dodged a bullet. I'm willing to say that.
As a former offensive lineman and a former coach, how do you feel about Puni being on the extra point team?
It's not really that big of a deal. It's one rep. It's PAT. They got to play. I'm under the belief that the reason why the injuries are happening so much, and that thank God we don't have as many season-ending injuries, is that you can't practice football. You got to play. You got to build a callus. You have to have hard practice. We can get to that. Go ahead.
Let me tell you something. So look, I don't know if this led to the Dominick Puni injury. I do feel like he's a little too important to be out there. Like, you could ask Connor Colby to do that, but okay, things happen in football. What I heard is that the Raiders, from people that are covering this team, have been, Pete Carroll's old school, and he's been doing like longer, grueling practice. I remember how Harbaugh did it, 2.5 hours minimum with some live tackling in controlled settings, usually around the goal line. Apparently what I heard is that the Raiders went to the Niners and were like, we'd like to do live tackling. And the Niners said no. And the Raiders thought they were kind of soft for that. Now, it's the Raiders, and they're not going anywhere. But I feel like Kyle's sort of in like a lose-lose situation. If he tries to protect the players and not get them hurt, they get hurt, and you're not prepared for week 1. If he does try to build up the callus, they get hurt, and they're not prepared for week 1. I feel my heart goes out to him a little bit. I feel like he tried to do the exact opposite of what he did last year, and it's not working.
Yeah, I mean, my biggest thing for it right now is that Kyle just tries to control the narrative in the situation. Like, he needs to figure out who's going to be better. Like, they actually need to work on the standard of the team. And when you're doing that, I think he does need to take the gloves off. I do understand that when you get a team that's in a Super Bowl window, you go from hard coaching that we used to have in 2019, where there were players that used to come here, and that was the edict that, man, they practice hard here. This team puts in way more work than the average NFL team. And it was our calling card. That slowly dripped away as we started chasing Super Bowls and trying to preserve what we already thought we had. And now you have guys where, put it like this. You asking why Dominick Puni is on PAT in week 2 of preseason is viable, but everybody can't do it. You see what I'm saying? It's like Dominick Puni will be added to the long list of guys who were already not playing because they were hurt or healthy scratches. Trent Williams was a healthy scratch. CMC was a healthy scratch. Fred Warner was a healthy scratch.
Because you wanted to protect those guys.
Right. Yeah, so but we don't have the bodies.
Can't protect everyone. But Puni's really important.
True, he is, and I think we dodged a bullet, man. Honestly, but it's going to be tough sledding.
Yeah, if you're just watching, Dominick Puni, PCL, could miss week 1. Could have been worse, but he's one of the Niners' important players.